But what's the best way to deal with what can be a very stressful day for students and families alike? And what options are there if you don't get the grades you were hoping for? Let's speak to Ruth Swan, admissions expert from Heriot-Watt University. Morning, Ruth.
Good morning.
Just talk me through the schedule for today, because it's been a while since I did my A-levels. What time do students receive their results?
So they'll be able to access the results from about 8 a.m. So if you've signed up to text messages, you'll be receiving those text messages with some information. Otherwise, it will be throughout the morning via post or with some students that choose to go into school to receive them.
And do many students still do that thing of going into school and opening the envelope in front of their peers?
Yes, I think that to have that support network near them, I think quite a few people still choose to do that.
And in terms of what we're expecting in terms of overall grades, we're thinking it's going to fall back to pre-pandemic levels, certainly in England.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're anticipating, to see us moving back to the kind of normal levels of pass rates. It's certainly what we saw in Scotland last week when the exam results were released for Scottish students sitting highers. We were certainly seeing a move back towards the pre-pandemic levels. Not there yet, but certainly moving back in that direction.
And this is purely because these exams have been exam-based, whereas during COVID, of course, it was teacher-assessed grades.
Yes, absolutely. So we're still expecting the marking to be more sensitive, I think was the term that was used from grading bodies, based on the experience that these young people have had while they've been at school, including the pandemic years.
So if you are a student this morning and you don't get the results that you were hoping for, what would be the first thing you should do, Ruth?
Yes, I would say it's important not to panic. If you get your exam results and you find that you didn't get the exam results that you were expecting or that you were hoping for, and that means that you are then not going to be getting the grades that you need to get into the course of your choice at university, it's important to remember that there's still choices, that there's still programs available at universities. Universities are now in what we call clearing, and this is where universities move to fill the places that they still have available on their degree programs. So if university is what you want to do, there are still pathways, there's still options available to you.
And I suppose it depends by how much you miss out on the grades you were hoping for, because if you were just 1 or 2 grades off, it's probably worth a conversation with a university that's already given you an offer to see if they'll take you anyway.
That's absolutely true. When you get your exam results, the first thing to do is to check with that university to see if they're going to accept you anyway. They will look at your full application. So it's not just about your grades. It could be about your personal statement, other things that you've been involved in. So they'll make the decision based on your full application. So that's the first thing to do. Check to see if the university is going to be able to let you in to your programme. Then the next step is to look to see if that university is unable to let you in. Have a look to see what other universities still have places available. And it's important to really keep an open mind and to have a look to see perhaps universities that you might not have considered before. For us in Heriot-Watt, we're based in Edinburgh, in Scotland, and in the Scottish borders. We actually have 3 campuses in Scotland. We also have a campus in Dubai and Malaysia, actually. So it's worth maybe at this point having a look at other universities that you've not previously considered. And also to look at programs that you might not have considered as well. So, for example, at Heriot-Watt, we offer some foundation programs. So if you didn't get the grades that gets you directly into a degree, there's some pathway or foundation programs available at a number of universities that allow you to study a foundation that will then take you directly into the degree in your second year.
And the clearing process, it begins today, does it? And then it runs for several weeks?
Yes, so it will start today. As soon as you get your grades, then you can phone up. Well, actually, you can phone up universities before that if you want to have a conversation. Our phone lines are open from 7 a.m. this morning, and it will run until the university fills their places. So it is something that moves quite quickly. So that's quite important to bear in mind. that you probably will need to move quite quickly today if you're wanting to look to see what places are still available. So I would say, piece of advice, bring in your friends and family, get that notepad and pen and start phoning around universities and aim to move quite quickly to get as many perhaps conversations as possible with different universities. You can phone around different universities and they can make you offers, so you can get multiple clearing offers and then you can decide which one to accept. So when you phone that university, you're not committing to accepting their offer straight away. And in fact, a lot of universities are here today to help you, to give you guidance, to take you through your next steps and explain what's available to you and what they can do to help, and to answer a lot of the questions that you probably have at the moment as well.
I mean, a very, very stressful time for students, particularly if they don't get the grades they're hoping for. And is there a danger almost that you can rush into a decision? Oh, I'm going to go to this university. They've offered me a place through clearing. Do you have enough time, Ruth? Can you take a couple of days to think, I'm going to think this over, chat to my family?
You can, absolutely. I would say that the most important thing is about locking in those offers. So phoning around the universities or having a conversation with the university that you originally applied to see if there's other programs that perhaps you might be interested in, locking in those offers and then taking some time to digest it, to perhaps go and visit the universities. So we're offering campus tours every day to anyone that wants to come up to the Heriot-Watt campus to have a look around once they've got their offer. And that will then help you decide if that is the right place for you, because you're absolutely right. It can seem quite a pressurised and stressful day for many.
And just finally, Ruth, we should say as well, not everyone needs to go to university.
Absolutely. It is about finding what is right for you right now. But I, of course, will say that there's a lot of benefits to going to university. It is absolutely a stepping stone into your future career, that we know that graduates will have more opportunities. For us at Heriot-Watt, we're actually #1 in Scotland and #4 in the UK for employability. So we're really confident that what we're offering our students is really going to be helping them in the long run. And also students will always say that it's the experiences as well, going to university, the network that they will then have for the rest of their lives. There are a lot of benefits, but absolutely it needs to be the right choice for the young person.
Ruth, really appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much. Ruth Swan, admissions expert from Heriot-Watt University. On the way, we'll have a look